High school basketball again this afternoon. Today's game coming to you from Keefe Gymnasium on the campus of Rutland High School. It's the Rutland High Red Raiders junior varsity hosting the Essex High School Junction Hornets. Today's game features the 2-1 Raiders. The Raiders coming off a win yesterday against Mill River. The Raiders' lone loss this year coming to the hands of the Essex Hornets here by a score of 79-67. That was up at Essex. And not quite sure what the Essex Hornets record is at this point this season. Last night, the varsity from Rutland High School won their first game in the holiday tournament last night over the Essex Hornets. We're just about ready for action. We'll set the Raider lineup for you. We've got Greg Birjeklian, Mike Stempek, Chris Mayhew, Aaron Bailey, and also Pat Dwyer. We'll get the Hornets set here as we get underway. Birjeklian will be jumping center for the Raiders. Tip is controlled by Dwyer. Over to Mayhew now. Chris brings it up over the timeline. Top of the key into Dwyer. Dwyer looks underneath to Birjeklian. Greg lays it up. No good. Rebound is by Decker. This is Bartanowski for Essex now. Up over the timeline and top of the key into Wimet. Wimet back to Bartanowski. No, now it's over to Rayom. It's Decker from the foul line. No good. Rebound is put back up and in. Brian Carr with the bucket. The Hornets are on the board. This is Mayhew. Drives the lane, gives it to Bailey. And we're going to have an offensive foul called against Aaron Bailey for the Raiders, so the Hornets will take over. Hornets will put it in play underneath the bucket down here. 7:20 left, 2-zip. The Hornets are up. First quarter of play coming to you from Keefe Gymnasium. This is Bartanowski for the Hornets now. Brings the ball up in. Gets it to Rayom. The long jumper is up and good. 4-0 now. The Hornets out in front. This is Chris Mayhew for the Raiders, bringing it up into Mike Stempek now. Stempek tried to go inside, knocked away. Decker gives it to Rayom, drives the lane, lays it up and in. The Hornets 6 and the Raiders 0 here with 6:50 left, first quarter. This is Mayhew. Drives underneath the basket, dishes to Birjeklian, and Greg puts it in. First 2 points for the Raiders, 6-2 now. Ball knocked away, controlled again by Rayom. He looks outside the top of the key now. Goes the other side. There's a long jumper. It's off the rim. Bartanowski with the shot, no good, and the foul is called on Decker for Essex. Okay, this is Mayhew now. Brings it up over half court. Mayhew and Stempek in there. Dwyer, Birjeklian, and Bailey for the Raiders. Drive by Stempek, lays it up and in, and it's 6-4 now. There's a long pass broken up by Dwyer. Picked that back up by Bartanowski, and he lays it up and in. 8-4, the Hornets are up here with 6:02 left. This is Chris Mayhew, and he's going to be fouled on the play. Foul picked up by Bartanowski for the Hornets. Okay, Dwyer will put it in play here for the Raiders. Pass into Birjeklian. Greg over to Chris Mayhew. Mayhew drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound is taken down by Rayom for the Hornets. Over to Bartanowski now. He brings it to the top of the key, back to Rayom. Inside to Decker, back to Rayom now. Over to Wimet. Wimet, the top of the key, drives. Back to Rayom now, down in the corner here. Bartanowski knocked away. Birjeklian takes it up for the Raiders. And this is Mayhew now, bringing it up over the timeline. Into Dwyer. Dwyer Goes inside. Birjeklian with the jump shot, and it's knocked away off of Decker. It'll be Raider ball. Dwyer puts it in play. This Stempek from outside, no good. Partially blocked, and it's taken away. But here's Bartnowski driving the lane, lays it up and in. 10-4. The Hornets open up a 6-point lead with 5:04 left in the first quarter of play here. This is Mayhew, drives the lane, lays it to Dwyer, puts it up off the glass. Pretty play there by the Raiders. Pat Dwyer with the bucket. It's 10-6. This is Ouimet now, brings it up over the timeline. Being guarded by Mayhew. Now this is Bartnowski over to Rayom at the top of the key. He lets it fly, and it's off the front of the rim. Bartnowski hustles after it, picks it up. This is Ouimet, lets it fly, and it's off the board, no good. Scramble for the ball, picked up there by Carr. Stempek now for the Raiders, driving a length of the court. Lays it up off the glass, and the basket's good, and he's fouled on the play. Stempek gets the bucket, and it's 10-8 now. The Raiders down by 2. Okay, this is Triggs into the ball game. He comes in for Decker's shot by Mike. Stempek is up and in, so it's 10-9. 3-point play there by Stempek. This is Bartnowski, brings it down in the corner, top of the key here. Dishes it to Ouimet. Ouimet looking to go inside. This is Triggs with a shot. It's up and in. Dan Triggs just coming into the game for the Hornets, and he puts up the 2-pointer. It's 12-9 Hornets, 3:54 left. Mayhew brings it up now into Stempek. Mike looks back outside. Dwyer drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Birjeklian puts it back up and in. 12-11 now. The Hornets up by 1. This is Bartnowski outside here. Into Rayom. Rayom top of the key. Back to Bartnowski. He lets one go, and it's a 3-pointer for Bartnowski. The Hornets
not afraid to throw those 3-pointers.
No, they're not. They're not bashful at all with the 3-pointers. 15-11. The Hornets with a 4-point lead. Dwyer tried to go inside here to Birjeklian, and it's knocked away. 15-11 with 3:13 left. First quarter of action here from Keefe Gym. It's junior varsity action. The Essex Hornets and the Rutland High Red Raiders. This is Dwyer now outside to Mayhew. Chris looking to go inside. It's picked away by Bartnowski. He's going to drive the lane and lays it up and in. 17-11 now. The Raiders down by 6 with 3 minutes left. First quarter of action. Mayhew now with the ball outside, top of the key. Gets it to Birjeklian. Greg looking for help here. Going to Dwyer now. Dwyer goes up, knocked away. Picked up by Mayhew. Mayhew drives the base. Dishes it to Birjeklian and lays it in. Combination has worked pretty well so far for the Raiders. It's 17-13 now. This is Bartnowski to Rayom now outside the. Now he drives the lane, lays it up off the glass, and good. 19-13 now. The Hornets up with 2:24 left. And this is Mayhew now to the top of the key over to Dwyer. Birjeklian with the ball down in the corner. Drives and lays it up, no good. Rebound Rayom for Essex. And he gets it to Bartnowski now. Bartnowski looks inside. This is Carr, and he's going to be fouled by Dwyer. Yeah, the Raiders going with some substitutes here. We've got Jake Conway, Aaron Carboneau, and Aaron Boynton into the game for the Raiders. This is Bartnowski now outside. Passing in the middle there. Looking inside. Oh, Triggs there lost the handle, and the Raiders will take over. 19-13 with 1:52 left, and the Raiders down here by 6. Aaron Boynton drives the base, and they're going to get him for steps here. It's going to go back over to the Hornets. Okay, Dave Paller now into the game for the Raiders, and Aaron Bailey will take a seat. This is Bartnowski. Being guarded by Carboneau now for the Raiders. Bartnowski brings it up to the top of the key to Ouimet down in the corner. And gets it inside to Carr. Carr's fouled on the play. And Carr's first shot's up and in. He'll have another one coming here. 20-13 now. The Hornets on top. Second one is up and it's good. It's 21-13. Hornets out in front here. We've got Mayhew for the Raiders bringing it up. It's joined by Conway. Chris drives inside there, gives it to Dave Paller. Paller puts it up, no good. Boynton with the follow, no good. Carboneau with the rebound. And the ball stolen away from Ouimet. Ouimet gets it to Carr. He can't handle it. Mayhew picks up the loose ball. Chris brings it down into the... drives the base there. Boynton puts it up and in. Aaron Boynton going base, and it's up to 2 pointers for the Raiders. 21-15. This is Bartnowski over to Ouimet now. Ouimet top of the key there, being guarded by Mayhew. The ball knocked away by Jake Conway. Conway drives the length, lays it up and in. Conway with the bucket, and it's 21-17 now. The Raiders picking up here a little bit on defense. 43 seconds left, first quarter of action. Rayom gets it to Ouimet. Ouimet looking to go underneath. Boynton picks up the loose ball, gets it to Mayhew. Raiders will be looking here to take one shot. 21-17, they're down here with about 25 seconds left first quarter. This is Boynton, drives it in the middle. Mayhew drives the base, and they're gonna get Ouimet for the fall here. Okay, that'll send Mayhew to the line here with 21 seconds left. The Raiders down 21-17. This is first shots off the glass and in. Second shot is no good. Rebounded Triggs for Essex. This is Bartnowski now looking to go inside to Ouimet. Ouimet is back outside now to Triggs. Triggs puts it up, no good. Partially blocked there by Boynton. This is Conway, comes down the court, gets it to Boynton. Boynton puts it up, in and out there, no good. Rebound Paller, and we got a fall there at the end of the buzzer, at the end of the first quarter. And we're going to hold it right here. Dave Paller will be getting 2 shots. It's 21-18 here at the end of the first quarter. And Paller's first shot's no good. Second shot is good, so it's 21-19, the Essex Hornets over the Rutland High Red Raiders, junior varsity action. We'll take a break and be right back. Okay, back here at Keefe Gymnasium on the campus of Rutland High School this afternoon for junior varsity basketball. It's the Rutland High Red Raiders hosting the Essex Hornets. Score as we start the second quarter play is 21-19. The Hornets are up here. Okay, this is Rayom here taking it out, gets it into Carson Roy now into the game for the Hornets. Guarded by Aaron Carboneau. To Rayom, to Triggs. It's a nice move there. He puts it up, and it's 23-19. Basket's good for the Hornets. Carboneau gets it to Bloomer now into the game for the Raiders. We've got Bloomer and Carboneau, Conway, Paller, and also Aaron Boynton into the game. This is Carr, gets it to Huggins for Essex. He looks it inside to Carson Roy. Roy drives lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound and taken away by Carboneau. He gets it to Bloomer. Bloomer now on the front court there. He's going to be fouled on the play.
There's a lot of pressure on Bloomer. They're double teaming him.
Boy, they sure are. They're Essex defense here get scrappy in the second quarter. Yeah, this is Conway. Now he'll put it in play for the Raiders. 7-11 in the second quarter of action. Long cross court pass to Carboneau. He looks at the top of the key there, being guarded closely, and tried to go to Bloomer. It was picked up by Huggins. Now to Rayome for Essex. No good. Carboneau brings it down. Behind the back, gets at the corner to Conway. No good. Conway trying to go for the three. They're in and out. It's 23-19. 6:46 left in the second quarter of action. This is Roy. Gets it into Triggs now. Triggs puts it up. No good. Rebound Bloomer. Bloomer up over the timeline here. Being guarded by Huggins. Again. They're going to get him in a trap here. And it's picked up by Roy for Essex. Stolen away by Conway for the Raiders. Conway looks ahead to Carboneau. And Carboneau and Boynton going for the ball and couldn't quite track it down. So it's 23-19 Essex.
Rutland's taking a timeout, Mark, so let's take one with them.
Okay. Hey, back here at Keefe Gymnasium this afternoon, junior varsity action. It's 23-19. The Essex Hornets with the lead over the Rutland High Red Raiders. Hornets will be putting the ball in play. This is Rayome for Essex. He gets it to Huggins across the court, half court, puts it up, no good. Rebound, and it's going to be called on Triggs there for Essex. Triggs picks up the,
we're in the
foul.
Bonus now, so
yeah, we're going to have a 1-on-1 here. I believe it's going to be Aaron Boynton going to the foul line for the Raiders. Okay, Boynton's first shot's good. He'll have another one coming here. 23-20 now. Second shot by Boynton is good also. 23-21. Boynton hits them both, and it's 6:15 left in the second quarter here. The Raiders down by 2. This is Carr now, the top of the key there. Go inside. Rayome with the ball now for the Hornets. Gets it to Triggs there. Trouble finding the handle. Picked up by Barry Jackley, and he dishes it to Boynton, to Mayhew. Crisp drives the lane, lays it up, and it's in and out there. Hornets take over. This is Rayome with the ball now. Gets it up over the timeline to Huggins. Huggins lets one fly, and it's off the rim. Rebound, Barry Jackley clearing for the Raiders. Mayhew ahead to Boynton, and a little bit too hard off the glass, but he's going to be fouled on the play. Falls on Charlton there for Essex. Okay, that'll send Boynton back to the line with 5:34 left in the second quarter. Hey, Boynton's first shot is good. Hey, Boynton's second shot goes in and out. It's 23-22. The Essex Hornets with the lead. This is Huggins now up over the timeline, guarded by Stempak. Over to Ouimet. Ouimet goes into Triggs. Triggs with the ball and puts it on the floor, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Raider ball. Here we've got Mayhew, Stempak, Boynton, Greg Sinus, and Jake Conway now into the game for the Raiders. This is Mayhew trying to go inside to Sinus, a little too hard. Picked up by Stempak. Over to Mayhew now. Chris drives around, little jumper from the outside. It's good. Mayhew with the bucket puts the Raiders out in front here, 24-23 with 4:50 left in the second quarter of action. This is Ouimet now for the Hornets. Ouimet looking for some help here. Gets it to Huggins, and we're going to have a timeout. Take a break and be right back. Hey, back here at Keefe Gymnasium this afternoon with the game between the Rutland High Red Raider JVs and the Essex Hornets JVs. 24-23. The Raiders just picked up their first lead of the ball game. We've got 4:39 left in the second quarter of action here. Okay, this is the Stratford here for the Hornets. He'll be taking the ball out here. Gets it into Carson Roy. Roy wants to go inside here. Looks top of the key. Gets it across to Ouimet now. Ouimet underneath Stratford. Stratford tried to go inside. Picked away by Mayhew. Nice look to Conway, and a little bit too hard off the glass, and it comes back the other way. This is Roy now. Gets it in the car. Car up off the glass, and the basket's good. 25-24 Hornets. This is Mayhew now, down to Conway. Jake drives the base, tried to go. Now he gets the cross over to Stempak to Mayhew. Chris tried to go inside there to Sinus, and it's picked away. This is Roy now for the Hornets. Brings it up to the top of the key into Ouimet. Ouimet lets it fly, and it's saved by Boynton for the Raiders. Picked up by Mayhew. Across the timeline into Boynton. Boynton lets it go across now to Stempak. There's a foul on Ouimet, and that's going to send Mayhew to the line for the Raiders. No, shot is up, no good. Rebound, Barrett-Jacquelian, and Greg's going to be fouled on the play. Ball's picked up by Brian Carr for Essex. I'll send Barrett-Jacquelian to the line. He'll get 2. First one is good. 25-25 now. And Barrett-Jacquelian makes them both, and it's 26-25 Raiders. 3:27 now left in the second quarter of play. This is Roy for Essex. He's going to drive Mayhew back out to Ouimet. Ouimet back to Roy now down in the corner. Goes back out. Stratford now. Stratford gets it into Ouimet. Ouimet to the foul line. Gets it over to Stratford. Drives. Lays it up. No good. Rebound. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. And they're going to get him for steps. Here we've got Stempak, Mayhew, and Barrett-Jacquelian, Conway, and also Bailey into the game now for the Raiders. 26-25, Raiders ahead by 1 with 2:54 left, second quarter. This is Mayhew, batted away there. Ouimet picks up, and Mayhew gets it back with a steal. Dishes behind the back over to Conway. Pretty play. Mayhew to Conway, and it's 28-25 Raiders. This is Stratford now for the Hornets. Gets it down the corner of the Roy. Roy drives the baseline, lays it up and in. 28-27. Raiders out in front here, junior varsity action. The Raiders hosting the Hornets this afternoon. Cross-court pass, Stempeck looks inside to Bailey. Bailey dishes it to Conway. He loses the handle and it goes out of bounds. Yeah, the Hornets will inbound it here with 2:16 left in the second quarter. That's Rayom now, gets it into Ouimet. Ouimet brings it up over the timeline now, guarded by Conway. To Bartanowski. This is Rayom, drives in, lays it up, basket's good. It's fouled on the play, and it's 29-28 Hornets. Rayom shot's no good, and it's put back in play by Ouimet. This is Rayom now, the top of the key to Ouimet. Ouimet puts it up off the rim. No good rebound. Conway now for the Raiders. Conway going coast to coast and puts it up off the rim. No good. Rebound is Berejiklian to Stempeck. Mike, little short jumper there. No good. Rebound Berejiklian, and we've got a... And they're going to call a foul on Berejiklian. So the Hornets will inbound with 1:39 left in the second quarter. This is Ouimet now. He brings it up over the half-court mark, guarded by Conway. There's a three-pointer. That's Bartanowski for the Hornets, and it's 32-28. The Hornets, just like that, right back out to a 4-point lead here. This is Mayhew down in the corner now to Conway. Off the rim, rebound Bailey. Bailey puts it up, no good. And it's a Raider ball underneath the basket down there. This is Boynton now in for Berejiklian. Conway gets it out to Mayhew. Chris drives down the corner now, back across to Stempeck. Mike. And they're going to get 3 seconds on the Raiders, so it's a 32-28 game here with 1:06 left, second quarter. Yeah, this is Bartanowski, drives it in and dishes it. No good by Triggs. Ball's going to go out of bounds. The Raiders will retain control here with 1:02 left. You've got Mayhew, Stempeck, Conway, Boynton, and Bailey in for the Raiders. This is Stempeck. Looks inside to Bailey. Bailey dishes it to Boynton. Boynton back out, top of the key. Mayhew lets it fly, no good. Rebound Rayom for Hornets. He gets it in the Bartanowski. Tried to go inside, and it's picked away. Here's Stempeck going coast to coast, lays it up and in. Stempeck with the bucket. It's 32-30 with 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Bartanowski now. The Hornets will hold for one shot here. Gets it to Rayom over to Ouimet now. Ouimet at the top of the key. Almost stolen away by Conway. Goes inside. Triggs puts it up, and it's good. 34-30. The Hornets with a 4-point lead. There's a long shot there at the buzzer. That's good. That'll do it after one half of play. Here from Keefe Gymnasium, it's the Essex Junction Hornets 34 and the Rutland High Red Raiders 30.
Oh, here we go, Mark. Ran out to get a drink and the game starts on us.
Yeah, really. Okay, this is Pat Dwyer putting it up off the glass, and it's 34-32 as we start the second half of play here from Keefe Gymnasium. This is Wamette. Gets at the car. Shot's no good. Bailey with the rebound. Gets it to Chris Mayhew. Mayhew now top of the key over to Mike Stempak. Tipped away. Tried to go to Dwyer on the other side of the court. Yeah, this is Dwyer now. Bounce pass. Okay, and it's going to be a Hornet ball now. They'll get underneath.
What do you do, bounce that on the line or something, Mark?
Yeah, I believe it hit the line, and can't do that. This is Wamette for the Hornets now. Into Rayom. Bartnowski, and he hits the three-pointer for the Hornets. 37-32 now. .704 left in the third quarter of action. This is junior varsity action. We've got the Essex Hornets and the Rutland High Red Raiders here this afternoon from Keefe Gym. This is Stempak back out to Mayhew at the top of the key. Gets it to Dwyer now. Dwyer throws it across the court to Stempak. Stempak to the top of key to Dwyer. Dwyer. And we got a 3 seconds on the Raiders. Rayom now to Wamette. This is Wamette now. He brings it up over the timeline. Top of the keys, guarded by Chris Mayhew out there. This is Rayom for the Hornets. Rayom now. Back to Wamette. And the foul is going to be on Dwyer for the Raiders with 6:24 left, third quarter of action. 37-32. Hornets will play underneath their own basket. This is Bartnowski into Rayom. He drives, puts it up. Falls on Aaron Bailey for the Raiders. Okay, Rayom now into Bartnowski. Back to Rayom, top of the key, lets it go. Off the rim, rebound, Mayhew for the Raiders. Chris brings it up over the timeline, top of the key now. Into Stempak. Stempak holds the ball, gets into Bailey. Bailey drives, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled on the play. Decker picks up the fall for the Hornets. And that'll send Aaron Bailey to the line for two. And Bailey's first shot is up and good. Bailey gets them both for the Raiders, and it's 37-34 now. This is Rayom over to Wamette. Wamette lets it fly, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound. Carr with the rebound, up and no good. Birajeklian pulls it down for the Raiders, and he's fouled on the play. Into the game for the Raiders is Aaron Boynton now. Okay, this is Chris Mayhew now with coming up over the timeline. We've got Dwyer going into Birajeklian. Greg drives, puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebound. It is by Carr. He gets it to Rayom for the Hornets. Rayom brings it up, gets it over to Bartnowski. Bartnowski to Wimette now at the top of the key. Inside going to Triggs. He puts it up. Rebound is Aaron Boynton for the Raiders. Gets it ahead to Dwyer. Dwyer to Mayhew. Chris drives. Bounce pass to Stempek. Mike hits it. Stempek with the bucket. It's 37-36. Hornets on top here. Shot by Bartnowski, and there's a scramble for the ball there. It's going to be
it's a jump ball.
Okay, the possession arrow is favors the Hornets this time around. It's 5 minutes into the third quarter. Okay, this is Riel now. He gets it to Rayom. Rayom with the shot. You're going to get him on an offensive foul called against Rayom, and the ball's going to go over to the Raiders.
Rutland's playing a lot tougher defense in this half, Mark.
Yeah, they sure have. Well, they've picked it up a notch here on defense, Brian, the second half, and they find themselves down by a point at this juncture with 4:49 left in the third quarter of action. This is Mayhew now to the top of the key, drives it inside to Boynton. Boynton with the shot, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Boynton working hard underneath, and it's 38-37 now. This is Carr for Essex, and he drains that one. 39-38 now. The Hornets back out in front. 4:20 left in the third quarter here from Keefe Gymnasium. This is Mayhew at the top of the key now. Back to Dwyer. Dwyer back to Mayhew now. Mayhew back to Dwyer. Pat sets it up inside the three-point line. Off the rim. Rebound Mayhew. Drives the lane. Lays it up. No good. And
they call that out.
Going to go out of bounds.
From this angle, it looked like it went off yellow. But
yeah, it did look like it went off Essex that time around, but at any rate, it's going to be a Hornet ball inbound here. This would be Roy for the Hornets to put it in play.
Rutland's sticking with a full court pressure.
Here we've got, there's the inbounds pass, and they're going to get Dwyer on the foul here. (39-38), the Essex Hornets with the lead here with 3:57 left, third quarter of action. We've got Boynton, Conway, Carboneau, Mayhew, and Berejiklian in for the Raiders now.
This
is Riel trying to get in.
So they're taking him out.
There's Boynton to Carboneau. Carboneau drives, brings it back outside now, the top of the key over to Mayhew. Mayhew tried to go inside, tipped away, picked up by Conway. Conway drives the baseline to Boynton. Boynton and puts it up and in. Aaron Boynton with the bucket, and it's 40-39 now. The Raiders back out in front. This is Riel for Essex. He gets it in the car, tipped away. Mayhew picks up the loose ball, drives base, and it's going to be fouled on the play. Falls on Carr from Essex, and that'll be enough to send Chris Mayhew to the line here for the Raiders. Hey, Chris's first shot is up and in, and it's 41-39.
Like Dave Pallard coming in for Greg Berejiklian, Mark.
Hey, Chris's second shot is good, so Mayhew gets them both. And it's 42-39 Raiders here. Full court pressure. Raider defense here, tenacious at the full court pressure now. 3:18 left. It's 42-39 Raiders. Hey, this is Roy for Essex, being guarded by Conway. Roy brings it up over the timeline now. At top of the key, he's going to drive, and he's going to be followed by Conway for Rutland. Okay, the Hornets will inbound it. He tried to go to Carr, it bounced off, and he got it back. It's Stratford. Into Riel now. Riel into back to Stratford at the top of the key. Stratford going inside now to Twiggs. Triggs up, no good. Rebound. Triggs again, and this time it goes up and in. Dan Triggs for Essex. And it's 42-41 Raiders. This is Conway to Mayhew. Mayhew up over the timeline. Chris drives, tried to go inside there to Fowler, and it's no good. 2:30 left in the third quarter, 42-41. The Raiders with the lead. This is Roy for Essex. He lets it fly, and it's good. Hornets, another three-pointer, and it's 44-42 now. The Hornets back into the lead. Mayhew with the ball, pushes it up court to ahead to Boynton. Boynton no good, rebound, and it's going to fall on the play. This one's going to go against Dave Peller for the Raiders. Okay, so we've got Paller, Berejiklian, Conway, Mayhew, and Carboneau into the game for the Raiders now. This is Roy for Essex, bringing the ball up over half court now. Gets it inside to Stratford. Stratford. Got a foul called underneath.
It's on Berejiklian.
Okay, so the foul goes against the Raiders, and it'll be a Hornet ball out of bounds. Greg Sinus now into the ball game for Greg Berejiklian for the Raiders.
It's 3 fouls on Greg, so he's got to be careful.
Okay, this is Roy, and he's traveling with the ball, so it goes back over to Rutland now. Conway here throwing a pass to Mayhew. It's broken up by Rayom. He gets it into Roy from outside, and it's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Riel puts it up. Pulled down by Paller. Ahead to Carboneau. Carboneau drives the lane, lays it up and in. 44-44 now. The Raiders have tied it back up again here with 1:42 left in the third quarter of action. This is Stratford now. Gets it to Riel. Riel over to Roy. Roy drives back to Rayom. Rayom. And they got him for traveling on it. So Rayom drives the pivot foot, and it's 44-44, 1:29 left in the third quarter. Okay, Conway into Stempeck to Carboneau. Carboneau brings it up now. Go ahead to Stempeck. Stempeck. We got a blocking foul there called on Stratford for Essex, so that'll send. Now it's going to be a Raider ball out of bounds here. And this is Conway to Stempeck. Stempeck looks inside to Paller. Paller puts it up, in and out. This is Stratford, and taken away by Stempeck. Stempeck now brings it back up over the timeline, and the ball is tipped away. It's going to be a Raider ball. Okay, this is Conway now into Sinus. Sinus back to Conway. And to Stempeck now. Stempeck looks inside to Paller. Paller tried to go to Carboneau. They're broken up by, now Stempeck gets it back to Conway. Conway drives, puts it up, off the rim, rebound Stempeck, no good. Sinus, Greg Sinus going to be fouled on the play, number 32. That's Joe Wager on the foul for Essex.
Well, the next foul, Mark, either way, they'll be going to the line, both Rutland and Essex.
Okay. This is Carboneau now for the Raiders at the top of the key. Gets it to Sinus. Greg, and we got 3 seconds called against the Raiders, so unfortunately those turnovers have hurt the Raiders this afternoon, Brian. 44 to 44 here with 35 seconds left in the third quarter of action here from Keefe Gymnasium, junior varsity, Essex and Rutland. This is Stratford now. And knocked away there by Carboneau. It'll be an Essex ball and a lot of bounds. Okay, the ball goes into Roy now. Roy to the top of the key, gets it back to Riel. Riel tried to go inside to Rayom and got a fall underneath there. And that'll send Rayom to the line here with 17 seconds left. Shot is no good. Rebound is taken by Conway. And he goes coast to coast, gives it to Stempeck. Back outside to Carboneau. Carboneau drives in, puts it up, and it's good. 46-44 here, and that's Essex with the ball. And that's not going to, no basket there. It's going to bring 3 quarters to an end here. At the end of 3, it's the Rutland High Red Raiders 46 and the Essex Hornets 44. Okay, back here at Keefe Gymnasium this afternoon for the junior varsity action between the Essex Junction Hornets and the Rutland High Red Raiders. We get ready for the fourth quarter of play with the Red Raiders with the lead, 46-44. Okay, this is Conway. Now it gets it into Carboneau over to Stempeck. Stempeck to Carboneau, back to Conway. Conway drives the baseline, lays it up and in. Conway with the for the Raiders with the bucket. It's 48-44 now. This is Rayom from outside. Shot is up and in. 48-46 now. The Raiders with the lead with 7:36 left in the fourth quarter. This is Carboneau into Stempeck now. Stempeck back to Carboneau at the top of the key. Knocked away. Picked up there by Wamet. He gets it ahead. And it's a foul on the play. Bartanowski makes the bucket for the Hornets, and he's followed by Carboneau on the play, so it's 48-48 here with 7:24 left. And the shot by Bartanowski there's no good. And it's off of Essex, goes out of bounds, and the Raiders will put it in play. The Raiders here going with Conway, Mayhew, Stempeck, Berejiklian, and Paller now. This is Mayhew now to Conway. Conway stops, pops, no good rebound. Berejiklian back out to Stempeck. Back to Mayhew now at the top of the key. Over to Stempeck. Mike's outside shots, no good. Rebound by Carr from Essex, and gets ahead to Bartanowski to Decker. Decker lays it up and in. The Hornets 50 and the Raiders 48 with 6:50 left in the fourth quarter here from Keefe Gymnasium. This is Stempeck, back to Mayhew now. Mayhew at the top of the key. Being closely guarded, gets it back to Stempeck. Mike goes inside to Dave Paller. Paller looks inside, comes back out to Mayhew. Over to Conway now, back to Mayhew. Chris drives, dishes it to Birajeklian, and the shot's good. Birajeklian off the glass, and it's 50-50 now with 6:22 left in the fourth quarter of play. Yeah, this is Rayom now. Rayom drives, tries to go back inside. Ouimet takes the outside top of the key. Over to Bartnowski. Bartnowski drives, lays it up, no good. Decker. Decker with the shot off the glass, and the Hornets go up 52-50 now. It's Stempeck now. Stempeck back to Mayhew at the top of the key. Back to Mike Stempeck. Loses the handle there, and it's back to Bartnowski. Drives over to Ouimet. Ouimet stops. Shot's no good. Rebound. Ahead to Mayhew. Mayhew drives. Fakes one way, goes to Conway, going the other way. And we got a foul on Carr for the Hornets. Carr's going to be called for the foul, and that's going to send Jake Conway to the line for the Raiders here. First shot by Conway is no good. He'll have another one coming. Second shot by Conway is no good. Boynton with the rebound gives it to Stempeck across court to Conway. Conway tried to go inside there to Boynton, and it's loses the handle, goes out of bounds. It'll be an Essex ball. And we're going to call a timeout here. We'll be right back. Okay, back here at Keefe Gymnasium here on the campus of Rutland High School this afternoon. We've got junior varsity action. It's 52-50. And we're in the fourth quarter of play with 5:24 left. It's Mark Carboneau along with Brian Mayhew behind the camera here for today's action.
On a wobbly platform, I must admit.
Yeah, the Raiders going with Conway, Stempeck, Boynton, Birajeklian, and Mayhew. A lot of pressure there on the ball by the Raiders, but the Hornets break it. And the shot is up there. And Decker with the rebound. Decker again. And Boynton's going to get called for the foul here. That'll send Decker now to the line for the Hornets. And Decker's first shot's no good. Second one by Decker is good, and it's 53-50. So the Hornets extend the lead here with 5:10 left in the fourth quarter. This is Mayhew up over the timeline at the top of the key, gets it to Conway. Conway now back to Mayhew. Mayhew over to Stempeck. Mike lets it fly, and it's good. Stempeck with the bucket for the Raiders, 53-52 now. This is Bartnowski now. He gets it to Rayom. They go inside to Decker. Decker outside off the rim, no good. Rebound Boynton for the Raiders, and Conway brings it down now. Okay, back out to Mayhew, top of the key, back to Conway. Conway lets it fly, up and good. Jake Conway with the bucket, and it's 54-53. The Raiders out in front here with 4:30 left, fourth quarter. This is Bartnowski. He lets the three-pointer fly, and that one's good. It's 56-54 now, and the Hornets are right back in front. This is Stempeck now. Tried to go to Conway, and Decker loses it out of bounds. It's going to go back over to the Raiders. Hey, Mayhew gets the ball from Conway now. Back to Conway, top of the key. Gets it into step back to Boynton. Boynton goes inside and he's fouled. And the foul is going to be on Decker there for Essex. That's going to send Aaron Boynton to the line for Rutland. And it gets the bounce and it goes through. Second shot by Boynton's no good, and it's taken down by Rome there for Essex with 3:58 left in the fourth quarter. The Raiders find themselves down by 1 here, 56-55. This is Bartanowski, gets it to Ouimet now. Ouimet at the top of the key for Essex. Back to Bartanowski, gets it across to Riom. Riom drives. And Bartanowski steps up, now he drives in. Mayhew takes the ball away, drives coast to coast. Chris lays it up, no good off the rim. And Ouimet's going to be called on the foul here for Essex. That's going to send Chris Mayhew to the line for Rutland here. And Chris's first shot's good. He's got another one coming here. That'll tie it up at 56. The second shot there is no good, but it's taken down by Conway. Keeps it alive for the Raiders. Gets it back out to Mayhew. Mayhew now at the top of the key, back to Conway. Conway lets it fly from outside. It's in and out. Rebound taken by Triggs there for Essex, and this is Roy now. Brings the ball up over the timeline, gets it inside there to Ouimet. Ouimet back to Roy. Roy goes inside to Triggs. He puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. And he's going to be fouled by Conway on the play. Going to send Triggs to the line for the Hornets here with 3:08 left in the fourth quarter. First shot's up and no good. And the second one is up, and it's good. So it's 57-56. The Hornets with the lead here with 3:06 left in the fourth quarter. This is Mayhew now. He gets it to Stempek. Stempek with the ball over to Conway now at the top of the key. Going inside. Aaron Boynton. Boynton for the bucket there for the Raiders, and it's 58-57. Aaron Boynton had a good game here today for the Raiders. This is Triggs for Essex. Ouimet lets it fly, and it's off the glass. And it's falling underneath. That's going to be called on Nick Papaserafin. And going to the line for the Raiders will be Greg Birajiklian here. With 2:42 left, the Raiders with the lead, 58-57. Greg's first shot is up and in, and it's 59-57 Raiders. Second one up there by Birajeklian, no good. Aaron Boynton, though, puts it up, and he's fouled on the play, so it's... Now let's see if they change the... they count the bucket. That puts the Raiders up now 62-57. (61-57) Raiders. And a foul shot by Boynton's no good, but Stempeck gets the rebound, keeps it alive here. Out to Mayhew now. Stripped away by Roy for Essex. Mayhew gets it back, and he comes down the other way. And we've got a technical foul now against the Essex bench. Down at the other end. Got a technical foul being assessed here to the Essex bench with 2:30 left in the game. The Raiders on top, 61-57. Well, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Okay, back here at Keefe Gymnasium, it's junior varsity action. The Rutland High Red Raiders with a 61-57 lead. And we've got Chris Mayhew to shoot some technical foul shots here with... and we're just about ready to go. And that one is good by Mayhew. That makes it 62-57 Raiders. The next one there by Mayhew is no good. It's 62-57. The Raiders will take the ball out of bounds here with 2:30 left in the fourth quarter. And we're going to have a timeout, and we'll take a timeout, be right back. Okay, back here at Keefe Gymnasium on the campus of Rutland High School this afternoon, and it's junior varsity action. 62-57, the Rutland High Red Raiders. Out in front in this one here, it's the Raiders will inbound the ball here with 2:30 left. We've got Conway, Stempeck, Mayhew, Birjiklian, and Boynton for the Raiders out there right now. Hey, Conway and inbounds it here to Stempeck. Stempeck at double coverage there, and it's picked off by Womet. Womet gets it ahead to Bartnowski. Three-pointer is off the rim. Rebound Mayhew. Okay, Mayhew now brings it up over the timeline, being guarded by Womet. Gets it ahead to Conway. Conway to Stempeck. Stempeck now back to Mayhew. Mayhew now to the top of the key, down that left side, back across the court to Stempeck. Mike looks now. And we got a 5-second call against the Raiders with 1:52 left. That'll turn the ball over to the Hornets here. They're trailing in this one, 62-57. And this is Rayom now. Gets it ahead to Bartnowski for Essex. Bartnowski down the corner to Rayom. Rayom now. Back to Womet. Womet now. And we got a fall underneath. This one here is going to go against Greg Birjiklian for the Raiders with 1:40 left. That'll send Decker to the line for the Essex Hornets. Well, that'll be all for Greg Birjiklian this afternoon as Greg Sinus comes in into the game now for the Raiders. Hey, Decker's shot's up, no good. Rebound Conway. And Jake holds it up here at the top of the key into Mayhew. Mayhew now. Being guarded by Bartnowski. He's all over him there, and he's going to pick up the fall. And that's going to send Chris Mayhew. That's going to send Chris Mayhew to the line here for the Raiders. With 1:29 left, the Raiders out in front, 62-57.
Come on, Chris. Push, baby.
Mayhew puts it up and no good. Boynton with the rebound. He's well, now they call the fall against the Raiders. I guess it's going to go against Boynton for the Raiders, and we come down the other end of the court. This will send Decker to the line for the Hornets. 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of play here. Shot by Decker is good, and it's 62-58. Second one by Decker is good also, and it's 62-59 now. The Raiders with the lead with 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of action. This is Mayhew. Stripped away by Bartnowski, and he lets one go. And Bartnowski's shot's no good, but he's going to get 3 shots here. With 1:22 left, Bartnowski will get 3 from the foul line. First one's up and no good by Bartnowski. Yeah, the Raiders call a timeout. We'll take a quick break right here. Hey, we're back here at Keefe Gymnasium. We've got 1:22 left in the fourth quarter, with the Rutland High Red Raiders find themselves with a 62-59 lead over the Essex Hornets. This is Bartnowski. He'll be shooting 3 here. He's got 2 left of the free throws here. Second one up, and it's good. 62-60 now. Raiders up by 2. And the Raiders call a timeout with 1:20 left. And we're going to take a break right here. Okay, back at Keefe Gymnasium, it's 1:20 left in the fourth quarter, where the Rutland High Red Raiders have a 62-60 lead over the Essex Hornets here in junior varsity action this afternoon.
That's Rutland ball.
This will be Jake Conway putting it into play for the Raiders. We've got Mayhew, Boynton, Sinus, and Stempeck in there for Rutland. Okay, Conway throws it ahead to Mayhew. Mayhew catches the ball, puts it up, no good off the glass. Rebound. Sinus pulls it down, back out to Mayhew. Mayhew now dribbles around, gets it back out to Stempeck. Stempeck, and we've got a kick, and the ball goes off the Rayome there for Essex. The Raiders will inbound it here. 62-60, the Raiders with a 2-point lead with 1:07 left. And this is Conway. Hey, Conway will inbound the ball here for the Raiders.
Essex reaching over that imaginary line there.
He finally gets it into Mayhew. Mayhew now at the top of the timeline, gets it across over to Sinus. Sinus back to Mayhew. Mayhew now dribbles, drives the lane, flips it ahead to Aaron Boynton, and Boynton lays it off the glass and in. Nice play there. Boynton with the bucket for the Raiders, and it's 64-60. 45 seconds left. There's a shot, and Triggs picks it up. There's Ray Ohm for Essex. Lets a three-pointer go, and it's good. 64-63. 35 seconds left now. This is Mayhew. Gets it into Stempeck. Stempeck now up over the timeline into Sinus. Greg Sinus, and he's going to bump heads here. He's going to pick up the picking up the fall here for the Hornets is 24. That's Bartanowski.
Greg looks hurt.
Greg Sinus here going to the free throw line. Action is fast and furious here the last few minutes. We've got 26 seconds left in the contest. Shot by Sinus is up and in. And Greg will get another one at 65-63 Raiders.
But Essex is filled with three-point shooters.
Well, I guess they have. Hey, Sinus gets them both, and it's 66-63.
To tie it up now.
Raiders with a three-point lead. This is Ray Ohm now up over the timeline here. He wants to shoot that three-pointer there. He's looking for somebody. Gets it to Ouimet. He lets it fly. Ouimet lets it go. No good. Rebound Boynton. He's fouled by Decker. And that's going to send Boynton to the foul line here with 13 seconds left. 66-63. The Raiders with a three-point lead. Aaron Boynton now going to the foul line.
Number 30 just fouled out of the game for Essex.
That's going to be all for Decker for the Hornets. That'll bring Joe Wager into the to the ball game here for the Hornets. Shot by Boynton's no good. Rebound. Yeah, we got a timeout here. We'll be right back. Hey, back here at Keefe Gymnasium, we're got about 11 seconds left in the contest here. It's a junior varsity game between the Rutland High Red Raiders and the Essex Hornets this afternoon. The Raiders find themselves with a 66-63 lead here at this point. The Hornets will be getting the ball out of bounds and undoubtedly will try that three-pointer. Okay, the Raiders going with Stempeck, Mayhew, Conway, Sinus, and Boynton. Bartanowski will be putting the ball in play here for Essex. Okay, he gets it into Roy. Roy brings it up here. Up over the timeline. Gets it to Ray Ohm. Ray Ohm lets it fly. No good off the rim. Rebound, Stempeck. And that's going to do it. And the Raiders hold on here for that victory. Final score, Rutland High Red Raiders 66 and the Essex Hornets 63. That's going to do it here. Mark Carboneau along with Brian Mayhew. And we'll see you next time.